guys, what's going on? I've been on for a little while. What are you doing, bub?
Oh, I'm sitting here looking at my fantasy football team.
Fantasy football team, huh?
Yep.
Wow.
I figure I'd let you give your little spiel for a little bit, and then come in and
spiel.
save everybody from your napness there, Professor.
My napness. It's been a little while. I haven't been on since, when was it? That was, oh man, it's been, 2 weeks now, I think? Close to
The
that?
week before Thanksgiving.
Week before Thanksgiving?
You know, when we got to talk about all that good food and everything?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, how was Thanksgiving for you?
Oh, it was delicious.
What'd you end up having?
I had a smoked brisket.
Smoked brisket.
Yep, I
for
smoked it.
Thanksgiving. That's pretty good. That is pretty good.
And then we had just the occasional homemade coleslaw. God, man, I gotta really think. It's been a while. Oh, my wife made a homemade peanut butter pie.
Peanut butter pie.
Shame the Amish's peanut butter pie. Oh my
Really?
God! And I'm not just saying it because my wife made it, but it was delicious.
Really?
Yep. Oh, and then we had just a whole bunch of little sides. Can't remember them all.
Really? We really didn't have anything going on Thanksgiving. We actually waited till Friday and went over to Sandra's.
Sandra.
And spent some time over there. But all in all, that was pretty much about it. We didn't do too awful much.
So, before we really get started, if there's anybody out there yet, how do we sound? Are we echoing? I know I had to change some stuff on my side last time. Dawn, I know where your food's at. By the way, how was the singing for you for the in-between calls? The hold singing.
Hey Jordan, what's going on, man?
I'm guessing everything sounds good because we have no replies yet.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah.
Dawn says no echoing for me.
Well, that's good. I think
Free lunch quotes. Yeah.
I think we figured that all out. Then that's good. Then that works out pretty good. So.
All right, Dan.
Well,
What lane are you gonna lead us to boringness tonight?
Well, we're running a little bit behind. We've got to. We need to do our safety bonus for the month of November. I apologize, guys. It has been incredibly busy here the last few weeks. And that's normal for any transportation company, especially for, for what we do. You have guys who want to be home with their families, and you have other guys who aren't willing to run. So somebody's got to pick up the slack and kind of run it. So we always want to take care of our customers, and that's a pretty important ordeal for me anyways. That's the number one goal for me. So for the last, I'd have to say 10 days I've actually been out on the road running some of our customer material.
Welcome to reality, like most of us have to do.
Yeah, it was a pretty eventful trip. Picked up a couple of signs from one of our direct customers up out of Michigan, and we had to go down to Texas and out to Albuquerque, and then received a call from one of our additional customers that said we had to pick up something out of New Ulm, Minnesota. So we picked that up and ran it back down to Fort Wayne, and then before we got to the delivery address, we got a call from another one of our customers and needed to run down to Indianapolis and back up, and then back up to Detroit, and then so it's been it's been pretty busy. We've at least it seems like it has been for me. So, but I apologize, guys. I'm doing my best here, and we are going to try to get to the safety bonus for the month of November. Got some things to discuss on that tonight, and we're also going to go ahead and talk about some changes that we're going to have to the way we do our monthly bonus. That way, everybody has a good understanding of what we're going to utilize and work off of. So,
Hey, don't forget when you're on YouTube, hit the like button, smash the bell, subscribe, please.
yeah.
Send it out there, or we're going to be get shut down like the government here pretty soon.
I also want to give a big thanks to my wife, Leanne. Thank you, Leanne, for the drink.
Oh God, here we go.
It is some Dr. Pepper. It's really good stuff.
Oh, and well, everybody, how's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah. So how's everybody been doing? Before we get into the safety, why get everything set up here?
Before he puts us in nap mode.
No, we're not going to go into nap mode. Not today. We're going to try to keep it short, simple, and sweet.
That's what he says every week.
I know. It's all right. So how's everybody doing? Everybody doing okay tonight?
How's everybody like the new lightness behind us instead of the black?
Yeah.
Still waiting for to see that to take off.
Oh, you want to see that? Well,
I promised it last time. I said next time we're going live, we're gonna have something big.
Things have been just a little bit crazy for me, so you're gonna have to give me just a break. So,
and if you have something stupid for me, so help me God, I'm gonna get up over there. I'm gonna come over there and give you a wedgie from hell and a swirly.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and do something here real quick. So there's a lot of things you can do with a green screen, and it's pretty.
See, just let it out of the bag, man. Why do you not let them see it first?
They can't. They can tell it's a green screen right behind you.
It looks yellow to me.
That don't look yellow. Are you colorblind?
I mean, the thing across the bottom screen we are leasing is green compared to the thing sitting behind me.
That is true. That is true.
Sorry, everybody. Dan ruined it already. There's the surprise. It's out the bag.
So, anyways, let me go in here into my software. Let me do some weird.
While he's messing with software, I'll try to keep you guys a little occupied.
Yeah, you do that.
So, who's all ready for Christmas? Oh, I want to give a big shout out today. It's a little late, but Bryce, Dan's son, has turned 21.
Oh, that is awesome. Yes, that's a good point.
I tried to get him to come out to go live with me for a couple minutes, but he refuses not to. He's camera shy. He's kind of like his daddy. He's Professor Junior. He's PJ. That's what you get, Bryce, for not coming out. And I hope your mom shows you what I just said. And you still don't have anything running.
Give me a minute. I'm working on it.
Oh my God, I am. No, you're not.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
You've had the whole day to practice on this.
No, it's because I removed it.
So some of the changes I think we're going to be going about on the safety stuff is probably going to be having to do with hard brakes and speed limits, I'm guessing, from what I've heard. Not 100% sure. It's not my decision, but that's what I hear. Anybody have any problems with that as drivers out there? I'm probably going to enjoy watching this instead of listening to you talk.
Think so?
Yeah. I'm almost. Dawn says, I'm almost. Thanks, Dan. I thought you were just going to show like the big quarterback run and then do something, but
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, sure. Okay. So you gotta go on with the safety stuff.
Yeah, we're going to go on with safety stuff here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off here, and because I'm sure we'll probably get some copyright infringement or some bullshit thing like that. Oh, sorry. Pardon me.
Pardon his Spanish.
Yeah.
I've been working with him on his English. I'm still trying to get him to get his green
You
card.
need to shut your face, dude. Just shut up. All right, so there's that.
Hey, there's Travis Fulgham in the corner for a catch.
Yeah.
He hasn't been around in a while.
So, anyways, letting everybody know, we, as far as safety wise, we actually went down a score. Actually, went down several points this last month. We actually dropped down 6 points from what usually we have.
Man, I'm important. Texas is calling me.
So, not all great. We did have a couple of improvements. Guys, you guys got to slow down a bit, man. Mostly all of our safety issues revolve around speeding. We have a lot of we have one particular gentleman that does have a little bit of an issue with a lot of hard brakes and hard accelerations. We still got to get that addressed. Yeah, I understand that, but at the same time,
You know where you're going. You know what you're going through.
yeah. Do what?
I said, if you know where you're going, you know where you're going through.
Yeah, I mean,
You can't name special or certain places and try to get a get out of jail free card.
Yeah, I mean,
Your major cities, no matter what city you're in, you're gonna have a lot of it.
yeah. As far as the speeding, we don't really look at the speeding as much as what we do is hard brakes. And the reason why we look at hard brakes or hard accelerations, number one, first and foremost, we're just going to discuss hard brakes. We're coming into wintertime, and
Black ice.
you're going to have a lot of snowy weather coming up here before long. I don't think we have much of an issue with it right now, but I do know it is definitely coming down the road. The problem is when you're doing a hard brake, typically that just means you're either following too close or you're not giving enough time for the person in front of you. And we understand when you go into bigger cities and stuff like that, but sometimes you just got to keep your foot out of the floor and just kind of give a lot more extra distance. It's part of it. Typically, if you're getting a lot of hard brakes, that just means you're basically following too close, or you're just not giving enough time to get slowed down. So let's just keep an eye on that. As far as the hard accelerations, I don't know why you would have a lot of hard accelerations except just trying to get to places, but you got to realize, I mean, the harder you push your truck, the more fuel you're going to end up burning. You can actually save yourself a lot of fuel just by gradually accelerating versus, getting on it and going. So, and it's hard to do. I'm guilty of it too, especially when I'm out there. I'm trying to get to a place and make things work and do what needs to happen to keep everybody happy. And I get it. I do. So.
I'm sorry, Leanne, CEO. We've already touched base on the winter thing. Catch up there, sister.
Yeah. So. Yeah, Lean's right. Winter driving is a lot different than summertime driving. You have to give yourself a lot more time to get stopped.
I beg to differ.
Well, you're not carrying 10,000 pounds either.
What's the difference between winter weather and summer weather?
Well,
you have
you're right.
You have ice, and then you have rainy situations. You're still going to slide on water.
You're right. You will. You're right. Yeah, we still just we need to work on that. But it's not just one person that we've got a guilty, that's guilty about that. We do have one that's a little bit worse than others, but for the most part, we can work on that and get it lowered down. That definitely can take place. So as far as the speeding, speeding's one of those things where it's very difficult to do a safety. I'm on one of the side of the fence where, look, if you're speeding, you're pretty much moving at the speed of traffic. And the way I look at it is, you're more of a danger by not running what the flow of traffic is than than somebody, if you're having somebody literally driving 10 or 15 miles an hour over than what you're supposed to be. It's speeding is one of those things where it's just everybody does it, and it's hard to be that one person, when, like, for example, Jordan brought up a good point. You're in Chicago, speed limit is 55 and 65 in most places, and everybody is doing 70, 75 mile an hour. Now, I'm not condoning driving 75 mile an hour down through the middle of Chicago, but the point is made is, if you're not driving that fast, you're literally having your doors blown off the side of the truck. And that's a pretty difficult scenario. Any driver's going to sit there and tell you that. So, it is what it is. So, but anyways, so like I said, this is for the month of November, and for the most part, we did go down in safety. A lot of it had to do with, we just ran a heck of a lot more miles this month compared to others. I think total fleet wise, I think we were pushing a little over. I think we're over 50,000 miles for 50 or 60,000 miles for the month of November, which is, in all expectations, that's typically pretty good for a fleet our size. That's not bad. That means we were humping. We were moving pretty well. So there are some issues that we do have that we've come to realize on our safety matrix that we're going to end up having to change. But for the time being, we're going to keep things like we have normally before. And we'll just go ahead and make an announcement of who the actual safety practice is for the month of November. Remember, we don't name names. We're just going to name truck numbers. But even if we change the way we do things, it was a pretty close. We had 3 drivers out. It was pretty much neck and neck.
No, it was neck to neck. If you had 3 drivers,
pretty much it was. They were pretty close.
You had a goose neck, turkey neck, and a deer neck.
That's right. So I feel as though that it was close, and we as of right now, we're looking at possibly 7 new drivers by the end of December. Is what we're looking at for our fleet to grow, which is definitely possible, if not by the first of the year. So we have to change the matrix up just a bit to reflect those. The amount's going to be the same. It's going to stay the same. It's going to be a $500 for a monthly safety bonus, and if you get any inspections while you're out on the road, you still get your $100 safety bonus if you go through a clean level 1 inspection, or it doesn't even have to be level 1, level 1, 2, 3, whatever. As long as you get a clean bill of health, they send you on your way, and you get your safety bonus.
And the winner is.
The winner is going to be
truck number
7FSJFT is what the truck's going to be for this month. Now we do have another truck.
Does he get a road atlas also?
He does not get a road atlas. However, what we're going to do, because we had some discrepancies and we had some issues that we need to kind of change. We are also going to bring another truck number into the mix, and we're going to go ahead and get him compensated some for that as well, because quite honestly, they were so close, and there was some technicalities that kind of made one over the other, and that's the reason why we got to change some things. Is that fair? Does that sound fair? Or does
It's
that,
not my business.
well, I mean, give me an honest point.
I told you how I would have done it. I would have put the 3 names in a hat and draw whoever won.
I don't, but see, that the thing is, I don't think that's fair, because we've had a current safety matrix that we've been using for the last, 2 months?
Yeah, but you got to look at what we talked about before: the A, the B, and the C.
Yeah, I get that, but I don't quite think it's fair to change it up just like that.
Well, you make the change now.
That's what I'm saying.
As effective as the first of the year.
Yeah, we're going to make the change now, and that's how we're going to continue on with all of the safety bonuses.
By the way, I do have one before you name
What's
the
that?
next winner. Your exterior illumination sucks. I mean, what you have going on in the front of the house for Christmas lights is like sucks.
Well,
I mean, you have a better Halloween display than you do for Christmas.
I know. And
Oh my God.
Look.
Come on, Griswold, light the thing up. Let's go. I got more lights and exterior illumination than you do. I got 2 blow-ups. I got lights, not them kind of blow-ups, the inflatables in the yards for my kids. And I got lights on the side of the house. I got lights on the shed. I got lights on the garage. I got lights on the house.
But the thing is with me, though, is I have never been a very big Christmas person. And anybody who knows me knows why I'm not a very...
I mean, your exterior illumination is one of them globes that don't even cover the whole front of your house.
I know.
I mean, it's horrible. Poor. Yeah, I'm not going there. I mean, across the street we got the. I don't know if you guys ever watched the little elves that freaking help Santa Claus. What's it called? That helps him land the sleigh on top of it, on top of the house. They go and steal some of the lighting from the neighbors because their little mysterious light strips don't work. And Jesus.
No, I mean, seriously, I mean, you're right. I mean, I'm not a big, like, for example, look, Sandra and Leanne both decorated while I was out going to Albuquerque and Texas. They both of them decorated the office here.
No, don't give Sandra no credit, because this was all up when I came down here and your wife done it.
Oh, Leanne did all this?
Yeah.
I highly doubt that.
Well, I'm telling you, Sandra wasn't here.
Mom, if everybody don't know, Sandra is my mother.
Oh, I call her something else.
She actually recruits for us, so if anybody you ever talk to her, Sandra is my mom.
But Leanne's tree over here in the corner
You know,
almost looks just like the Grinch that stole the Christmas tree. The one where it's like nice at the bottom and then it just starts going to the lean to the top.
it does.
I mean, instead of being green, we're a cream colored white.
yeah,
But it's got some nice ribbons that are probably going to come up missing.
you know, yeah, no.
I mean, if anybody asks, I can swing the picture over and show you all.
I'm not,
Leanne, I'm not shutting up. I'm sorry.
I'm not a very big. I've never been very big into Christmas. I just never have, and that kind of relates back to my childhood. But that's, I'm not going to go down in that road. But Mom always made it pretty special for us, and I appreciate that. But there's a lot more to what happened back then. I don't want to.
So what was that truck number then?
The truck number?
Yeah,
The
for the
additional truck
second
number.
place.
The second place. Man.
Please don't tell me it's my driver I always call out all the time.
No, it's not.
Steven I call 3 times a day. Steven, I want to be a man.
All right. So we did a lot of calculating, and some of the calculations. Okay, so I think what's going to be best is we're just going to explain how we're going to calculate it from here on out. The way we're going to calculate it is the following. Okay. So the way we're going to calculate it from here on out is going to be, we're going to take any hard events. Okay, so your hard events are going to be considered hard cornering, hard braking, and hard acceleration. And as long as you guys can keep your speeding under control, we're going to kind of omit some of the speeding infractions. Okay? So basically, we're going to take your miles that you run, and then we're going to add up your hard brakes, your hard cornering, and your hard braking, or your hard acceleration. We're going to add them together, and then we're going to divide your miles by those numbers. Whoever has the highest score at that time, that's going to be the person who gets the highest safety rating. So, or that's going to be the one who gets your bonuses. So, for example, if you have, let's say you do 10,000 miles in a month.
I figured you'd be done with this by the time I got back.
Oh, shut up. If you if you do this, if you run 10,000 miles in a month, and you...
Wow, I never knew that was under there.
And you have 0 hard brakes or hard accelerations or hard cornering, that means your score is going to be 10,000 points. Okay? That would be a perfect score. If you run 10,000 miles in a month and you have, let's say, 1 hard cornering, 3 hard brakes, and 4 hard accelerations, what did I say? That's going to add up to what, 7? Is that right? 1 hard cornering, 4 hard brakes, that's 5, and then you're going to, no, it'd be 7. So then you're going to take your 10,000 miles and you're going to divide that by 7, and that'll give you your calculation. So whatever 10,000 miles divided by 7, that'll give you a point. I can do the math on it here real quick.
And here comes the professor.
Okay, we're not going to do the professor. So we're going to do the 10,000 miles and we divide it by 7, and then we'll pretty much go from there. That's how we're going to start calculating the safety bonuses. This month was one of those months where it was incredibly difficult because we had some underlying circumstances for one driver that took him out of the running for some miles. Although he's an incredibly safe driver, and no matter what, he deserves a lot of credit. But at the same time, he wasn't able to put on the amount of miles that the other guys were able to put on. So it kind of skews some stuff in a way that was kind of unfair. And I want this to be a competition, and I want everybody to be able to win at it. But at the same time, we have not only do we have to have the miles, but we also have to have everybody being safe as far as the hard brakes, the hard accelerations, and the hard cornering. So that's how we're going to do it from here on out. But as of right now, truck number JFT is actually going to be the actual winner of the safety bonus this month. However, we're going to take care of our secondary place driver.
Oh God, finally me.
Yeah, finally you. All right. So he has been working his tail off to catch the leader. He's done an incredible job. He needs to work on his speeding just a little bit, but all in all, he's great. We're going to give a secondary place to 7TM DBF. 7TM DBF is going to be our second place safety bonus winner for this month.
Them best friends.
So we're going to get him squared away on that, and we're going to make it a second place follow up. If your name was called, if your name or your truck number was called,
You got 15 minutes to call in and be there. Earn
no,
your
we're not-
reward.
We're not doing that.
15 minutes and timer starts now.
We can either put it on your paycheck coming out this Friday, or you can come in here personally, and we'll get you caught up for your paycheck.
Don't put it on a paycheck.
Hand them out personally.
I mean, because then too much taxes come out of it.
Well, we can do that. Either which way, it's going to have to be calculated.
Oh, I know, but still, I mean, you get that little bit. I mean, I'd rather have our own little check of just that instead of on my paycheck, because then your paycheck is whatever it is. If it's some huge number, it's going to be more taken out of it.
Yeah. I only think it's
You
fair.
got to think outside the box, Dan, not in the box.
Yeah, especially with the new guys coming in, we got to make sure that they understand what we're looking at too, and you know, I think it's fair. So I think we're gonna go down that route. So, anyways, primary safety bonus for this month.
Curtis wants to know how close was the second driver to the first one.
Okay, good. That's a good question. Okay, so if we base it off of, you have to understand, I'm trying to keep things normal, and because I've told you how we do the safety bonus previously, I feel as though that you guys need some sort of metric that you guys can actually probably calculate a lot of it on your own while you're there. That way it's not somebody sitting in the office is saying, no, you're getting this and you're getting that. And we've done that before. And the current way that we were doing it was we were taking basically whatever our dashboard was saying, and we were utilizing it for a 4-week period of time. And whatever the number it gave you was basically the one who won the safety bonus for that week. The first truck was 7ST JFT, I think it is. Is that right? No, I'm probably speaking incorrectly. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure I have the truck number right, just in case it's. Seven. The first place winner this month is 7TRJFT. 7TRJFT. The second place winner is going to be truck number 7TMDBF. Like I said, there's some changes we've got to start doing.
Oh, Casey's in now.
Yeah, Casey's in there. We got to change some stuff up, but I feel as though that you guys need some advance notice of how we're going to do things, and that's the reason why we're not changing up during this safety bonus. Leanne, that's a good question.
She wasn't paying attention earlier when you said it.
Yeah, each of them will still receive their $500 safety bonus.
Jeez,
Each
LCL.
one will be 500. That is correct.
She always
Just
says,
keep in mind, though, guys, the matrix is going to be changed next month. And the way it's going to work is you take the total amount of miles that you've ran for that month divided by the level of infractions that you have received for that 4-week period.
So is the infractions including hard speeds, takeoffs, and hard braking?
What the infractions are going to be considered from here on out is going to be hard acceleration, hard brakes, and hard cornering.
Oh man, there's the birthday boy right here. Come on over. Go stand behind your dad. Let everybody wish you a happy 21st birthday. This is Bryce, the 21st-year-old birthday right here, dude.
Bryce turned 21 on December 2nd, and I wasn't home to celebrate his
Wave to
birthday.
everybody. Tell
Wave
everybody
to
hi.
everybody.
Tell them to hit the like button, smash the bell, comment, YouTube. Tell them, Bryce. Come on.
hit the like button, smash the subscribe button,
And hit the bell for notifications.
hit the bell for notifications.
Thanks a lot, Bryce.
Yeah.
Are you incredibly nervous?
A little.
Why? You're not even looking at the camera. Come on now. Give them everybody a big smile. Tell them Merry Christmas and how bad your dad's Christmas lighting is. Tell them.
I
All right, Bryce. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Happy 21st birthday.
Enjoy your beer.
We're not drinking beer. I'm having hot chocolate.
It's hot chocolate,
Oh
Bryce.
yeah, I forgot. Hot chocolate.
Yeah. So, Curtis, if you understand what I like, you understand what I like. This is just some Dr. Pepper, buddy.
Well,
That's
he all
this
left.
is.
We'll tell him how everybody said happy birthday.
Yeah, everybody's saying happy birthday. So, anyways, that's kind of what we're doing here. Like I said, we've had some kind of strange events that took place in the month of November, and well, happy birthday, Colin. Happy birthday, Colin. So, but as of right now, like I said, 7TRJFT is going to be our primary safety bonus winner for the month of November. Our secondary is going to be 7TMDBF. Both of these drivers can either ask or request to have them added to their settlement starting tomorrow, or you guys can come in and pick up a check from us, and we'll get you squared away that way. So,
Hey, Colin. Happy birthday, buddy.
on a further note, I have yet to receive anybody who was trying to refer a family in need for this year. As far as trying to help them out, I'm still trying to look for that. I know I've been gone. I don't know if there's anybody here that has anybody as of yet, but keep that up, and let me know, and we'll try to get something squared away with them. That way they can have a pretty good Christmas. Other than that, what else? What do you want to go into, man? We kind of handled safety. I know I was long-winded, and
I don't think you were long-winded. I think it was the quickest you ever handled it.
think so.
By far, except for me. I have to sit there and go like this to you. I'd be like, come on.
Yeah,
Speed it up. Speed it up.
Sometimes I just roll it. So
I'm surprised Tina ain't in here yet.
Tina's not in here yet. She has I think she had something going on with the kids.
Oh, yep, wrestling, basketball.
Wrestling, basketball. So.
All right. Well,
Hi, Colin. Hopefully everything is going well for you on your birthday. I like seeing little kids smile. That is pretty awesome.
Colin, do you play games on TV?
He's 5.
My boy's 4, and he plays all kinds of stuff.
Did you ever answer how close the race was? Okay, no, I did not. I'm sorry, Curtis. I apologize for that. Okay, so if we go off of our new matrix, or the way we're going to do it from here on out, it was a pretty much landslide for one particular driver. However, there's a lot of the month of November was pretty nuts. The month of November was pretty nuts. It didn't allow a certain person to be able to get in the miles that he otherwise would have been able to get because of the month of November. It had to do with the holidays. It had to do with we actually had a truck that went down, and he wasn't able to actually run for a period of time, and so on and so forth. And we tried to make everything right because of the situation. COVID has put us in a couple of pretty bad situations when it comes to some of our equipment, and because we utilize a lot of our leasing options with our equipment, if they're not able to replace the truck, well, the loads have still got to be ran, and there are certain aspects of it that kind of kind of forces somebody out of the mix, and that was, I didn't feel as though that was fair. I didn't feel as though that was fair. So, but if you went off that matrix, Curtis, it would have been kind of a landslide. If we went off the current matrix, we would have had, the person would have had 2,709 points. That would have been the winner. The secondary person would have had 1,549 points. That would have been the second place guy. I on, just to put my perspective into the mix, my score alone for me just running the loads that I did for this month, or for the month of November, would have been 2,694. I put on quite a bit of miles within the last 2 weeks. Well, actually the last week, I guess you would say, and but I'm not included into that tally. I will never include myself. I don't deserve the bonuses like the drivers do. I just don't. The gentleman that actually broke down, we actually lost a motor in Maryland, and that caused the cascading effect of what's going on here. That gentleman had he had it'd be 20. It would have been 2,634 points. He was just shy of what I had, or what I was doing. So it was kind of a landslide. But like I said, it wasn't very fair, and that's the reason why. I know I'm going to probably get a little bit of kickback from Lee. But the fact is, I don't feel as though that it was very fair, because there just wasn't the opportunity. So. And it is what it is. But to put things into perspective, the second place winner would have had 2,709 points if we would have calculated like we're going to proceed with. So he would have won pretty standardly. I mean, he would have been there. So, but I have to honestly say though, the people that have got, or that are on the top three, the three guys that are very top, they're always, if you run the same amount of miles, you guys are always like pretty much like neck and neck. Your guys are always pretty close. The only thing that really affects you guys tremendously is basically your speeds. And like I said, we're going to kind of omit the speeds a bit, as long as we don't go too crazy. Because I understand you guys are going through Chicago, you guys are going through Indianapolis, and you're going through Detroit and Cincinnati, and
Can you find out what area they're in and give like a 5 or 10 mile on that?
We do. We actually do give them
give that
leeway.
a 5 or 10 mile an hour leeway for what area they're in.
Yeah.
So you need to tell them that.
Not in what area they're in, just in general. We
Okay.
can. So I wish we could, but we can't. But if you're in a specific area, I completely understand. I mean, I was going through Dallas, and
Sucks.
If
Cowboys suck.
we're not talking about sports team right now,
You
the
brought
Eagles-
Dallas
Right
up.
now, the Eagles suck.
I don't care. I'll still take the Eagles over a Cowboy any day. I mean, the Eagles are national bird.
Yeah.
Dallas sucks.
So.
Even if they're in first place, they still suck.
But does anybody have any more questions? I mean, before we get off of the topic of safety here,
I already put us there. I'm sorry.
does anybody have any questions that maybe we can answer before we cut it loose on the safety aspect? I don't want to stick on the safety aspect for the whole entire period. I kind of want to talk about the holidays coming up and a few other things. But
You got 10 minutes, man.
I got 10 minutes. Yeah, I do got 10 minutes, don't I? Okay.
12 minutes if you want to be technical.
Okay. Any other questions about the safety bonus?
Sorry, 13. While we're waiting on that safety bonus questions, we can still talk about your suckiness at exterior elimination.
Well,
Sorry, that's a bad word for me to say.
I hate decorating.
There's not much things that you like to do.
Man, I tell you what, I hate decorating. I do not like the moment that Lee brings the Christmas tree out of the basement. I'm not.
You know what, guys? I got an awesome idea.
Oh, great. Here we
This
go.
is going to be great. If all the drivers out there that are on the fleet with FLQ, or even other drivers that are watching that wants to donate used Christmas items for
Oh my God.
outside, there's a place here in Hicksville, Ohio that will take them and will light this corner up. I mean, he's got a hell of a competition across the street.
They have a really nice. They really do have a nice setup, don't they?
Yep. I mean, I think you need some blow up Santa Clauses. You need some blow up freaking snowmen. And you need some reindeer, some moving head reindeer. We still haven't had no questions about the freaking competition yet, so we're gonna keep on going with this Christmas light thing. We need some candy canes. I mean, we can decorate the trees out front. We could wrap Christmas lights around the trees, take them up. We'll put some timers on them. We can get some garland and put in them. I mean,
I think he's smoking a little bit of wacky tobacco because I'm not going to be putting any of that stuff up.
well, no. I think you invite all the drivers over and have a nice meal for them and decorate your house.
Are you guys wanting to come over? Are all you guys wanting to come down and help decorate my house? Because I'm a what? A Grinch?
I'll cook, you decorate.
No.
Don't crunch your ice. It's loud. I'll cook and you spend time with the drivers and their families and you guys decorate. I mean, it's not like you're going to get a whole bunch of stuff. It's not like you're going to get a UPS package in the next 2 days full of like 5 boxes
Really?
with Santa Claus
Really?
items. Yeah. I mean, it's not like you're getting every kid's wish for, Christmas coming.
Better. Why would we do the decorations for me? Let's take care of some kids that need it.
Well, heck yeah. There's a local business here in town that just had a whole bunch of people bring Christmas trees in. Little ones, like the one over there, this tall to full-size trees, stockings, anything, ornaments, outside stuff, all kinds of stuff.
Please, Leanne's leave my decorations alone.
There is none, so that's why I'm not leaving them alone. I mean, I'm seriously going to go out and take a video and bring it back in and show everybody what it looks like, Lee. You're the CEO. You're supposed to figure this stuff out. But no, back on that business. It's called Lakers Designs Uptown.
Yeah.
The hardware. They had a whole Saturday. I believe it was Black Friday I don't think it was Black Friday, but I think it was Saturday after Black Friday. They had people that come in, families that needed trees that didn't have trees and lights and stuff. There was quite a few people in there that brought stuff in. I mean, their whole showroom was full of trees. I bet you there was 50-some trees in there. Probably going to get copyright things for using the wrong words since we labeled a business, but oh well. And I've seen little kids in there. They were so happy just to, get something to hang on a tree because they didn't have a tree.
So I tell you what, bring that up. When you were a kid, what was the one thing that you wanted the most for a Christmas gift? When you were a kid. Now, this is a long time ago. What was the one thing?
Huh. Well, like a gift as in a gift or something else that I wanted.
Okay, so let me rephrase the question. So when you were a kid, what did you want as a Christmas gift?
I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty spoiled. I pretty much always got what me and my brother pretty much always were taken care of. What we asked for, we got.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't. I mean, my mom and dad weren't rich by any means,
Right.
but they saved their pennies and did what they had to do. I mean,
Yeah.
it might not have been like the top of the line of that thing,
Yeah.
but it was along the same means. if you follow what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, and like when I wanted a skateboard one year, it wasn't gonna be a Tony Hawk skateboard.
Well, I tell you what. Then how about this question? Because I think a lot of people, parents do what they can for their kids. They always have, for the most part. Most parents do everything that they possibly can for their kids. So
You can always change the Grand Leon.
so
I used to be the same way.
what
Now
about,
I let my stuff
what
up.
was the one Christmas gift that had the most meaning to you when you were a kid?
Oh man, I mean, you put me on the spot.
I mean, think about it. I mean, what was the one thing?
I mean, like, is there a certain age group, or I mean, am I talking like when I'm
just
like,
saying the one thing.
am I talking from? I mean, my mom still gives me presents now when I'm 41 years old. But am I supposed to talk about that, or am I supposed to talk about from when I was, what I can remember as, you know,
When
like
you were a
at
kid.
10 to
1 to
12?
1 to 15, 16, 17 years of age.
Oh, man. There's been, I don't know. I really,
No.
not to be rude, I'm not to say I was spoiled, but I got a lot of stuff. But, you know, I mean, my grandpa took me, not to get off course here, my grandpa took me and bought me a lawnmower when I was young, and I mowed yards. And then I had a work ethic, and then I went and mowed, and then I went and not mowed, but I went and had a paper route, and I'd save my own paper route money. And I went and bought my own Christmas gifts and wrapped myself my own Christmas gifts.
Really?
Yeah, with my paper route money. Because I wanted a headset, and I never asked my mom for a cassette deck or a Walkman, whatever you wanted to call it, and headphones. Never asked her for that because I saved my own money up when I was on the paper route, and I bought that for myself. I mean, not to take away from my mom and dad buying myself, but I bought that myself. There was 2 things. If I really had to say it, 3 things. It was when we got our first Nintendo. NES.
Al?
Me and my brother. A new
Al-
bicycle.
So okay, so here's a question. Why was that so important to you?
It wasn't that important. It was just a hot item, and me and my brother, you know, it was years after it came out. It wasn't that year it came out.
Yeah.
It was a couple years after it came out. And we went to people's houses and we played, you know, Tecmo Bowl and Duck Hunt and stuff. And when we got that, it was pretty cool. A new bicycle for my paper route.
Yeah.
I saved up I had a bicycle. And, you know, it was great. It worked, and I saved up money, and I bought like a BMX bicycle.
Yeah.
You know, which was a cheap knockoff of a BMX. I bought that with my thing, but then my mom bought me. It wasn't really a mountain bike, and it wasn't really a 10-speed or anything. It was big tires like that. It wasn't multi-speed. It was kind of like a beach cruiser. I guess you would almost call it like a big-wheeled female's version of a bicycle, but it was for a male. That was pretty cool because I could go through the snow with them bigger tires.
Yeah.
And then the other thing was our first basketball hoop we ever had. We always just had basketball hoops freaking attached to the side of the house or homemade stuff and milk crates, and then we got our first one out back in a pole on the ground, and shit, I remember me and my brother out there playing basketball till you couldn't see no more with flashlights taped to the basketball hoop shining up so we could still play, you know?
So the most memorable that I ever had was it was the first Nintendo.
NES.
The NES.
Mario.
No, it wasn't Mario.
Mario
There
came
were-
with it.
Well, Mario came with it, yeah. But we also received, we also got another game called Godzilla. Had a Godzilla little game. And the reason why it's so memorable is I remember, man, I had to be 5, 6 years old. And my brother and myself were playing it. And of course, Josh, he was, you know, he didn't like getting beat. He absolutely hated it. And back then he had a really big attitude with losing. He was a little kid. He didn't know
Right.
about it. And So I ended up beating him at the game. We were playing Godzilla, and then we maybe moved over to Street Fighter, so I can't remember what it was. But I remember Josh, and at that time, my parents, they were kind of in the middle of kind of splitting.
That was just about the same time as mine. I mean,
Yeah,
when we
it's
got ours.
about time. And you know, there was a lot of fighting and bickering going on in the house at that point in time, and so Josh and I, you know, we were playing and whatnot, and we just got so upset with one another. Josh threw the controller down. I picked Josh up and literally threw him up over the back of the couch. Mom come running out of the bedroom. What are you doing that to your
What was she
brother?"
doing in the bedroom?
She was
Sandra.
at that time. I think Mom was working thirds.
Oh.
So, but I remember that clear as a bell. Literally picking Josh up and throwing him up over the back of the couch, and Mom coming out and grounding me because I picked my brother up and threw him out, and it's pretty memorable. I didn't hurt him.
Right. Oh, believe me, me and my brother had plenty of tussles. I remember the first time I freaking drop kicked him. I mean, my fat ass was literally up in the air and drop kicked him. I think it hurt me more than it hurt him because I smacked the ground. I was like, but I was in so shock. I was like, I just did it. I mean, I felt like I was the ultimate warrior and drop kicked his ass, you know? And he was like, he got up. He's like, holy shit, because I was a husky little dude when I was younger. I mean, I was a pretty good sized boy.
Really?
I was in the husky section. I didn't get to go to the slim section.
Well, but
Anybody out there got something that their best Christmas wish was that they got present?
yeah. Anybody have a Christmas gift that was very memorable for you? Very, very memorable. Anybody?
You know, I have one while we were waiting. We had the Nintendo and we had gotten new games. And one of the things that me and my brother collected ball cards big time because that was in the 80s.
Yeah.
And they were big,
Yeah.
you know, 50-cent packs, gum, blah, blah, blah. We got thousands and thousands of ball cards. I've got a Terry Bradshaw rookie card. My brother's got some good sized cards too, you know, rookie cards and stuff. But the one gift that we got, our grandmother bought us by accident. She didn't realize she bought it, but we were all excited. We were going to Grandma's house, and Mom and Dad said, okay, pack the Nintendo because we're going to Grandma's house. And we're like, why the hell are we taking the Nintendo to Grandma's little apartment?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't think about it, but they knew that she had bought us a game, and that was what we were getting. Well, she had bought us a game, but she had bought the wrong game, God bless her, because she didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
But we were so excited, we thought, oh, maybe it's a gag gift. It's inside of a wrong case.
Yeah.
She had bought Win, Lose, or Draw for Nintendo.
Ah.
And it turned out we were like, oh, take it back. But we ended up putting it in the console and playing it. We had so much fun playing that game on that system.
A leather jacket.
Really? And how old were you, Lee?
I remember that leather jacket.
I think everybody around town remembers that
No,
leather
it wasn't
jacket.
just a leather jacket. It was a duster. I remember that one.
So is anybody gonna watch the Frosty the Snowman tonight on TV?
Frosty's on tonight?
I believe so. 8:00.
Frosty the Snowman is going to be on tonight. Do you realize that they just, I don't think they were allowed to play it last year. They're playing it this year, though.
They played it last year. You're talking about
What was it
Peanuts
called?
or
Oh, Peanuts. Yeah, my bad. My mistake. Yeah. What time's it on? 9?
8.
Is it really? Holy cow.
Oh no, I was talking about maybe watching Home Alone 2.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my God, they were talking about some of the famous places in town or on these Christmas shows that were for sale.
Yeah.
You know McAllister's. You know Home Alone.
Yeah.
They just sold recently. Don't quote me on this, but I think they said in 2012. Guess how much?
Don't know. Probably quite a bit.
I think they said 1.25 or 2.25 million dollars. 4 bedroom, 4 bathroom, 9 rooms. That's how big that place is.
Wow.
All brick.
And it's because it was part of the Home Alone movie.
They didn't say it. That's not even the reason why it sold for that. It's just because of the square footage.
National Lampoon's, yes, that's a very, very good one.
That's my favorite case.
Yeah,
I love that movie.
yeah.
Don't drop that. Merry Christmas. Shitter's full.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, you know, you guys talking about trucking. My trucking is a jet vac. I don't know if you guys know what a jet vac is. I told Dan to bring up a picture so everybody could see a jet vac, but apparently he didn't. I wanted him to display one on the green screen tonight for me. I do a lot of sewer jetting. I do a lot of vac work for the village of Hicksville where I work. Shouldn't have probably said where I work, but
Probably
anyways.
not. You're probably going to get a lot of hate mail.
No. I blew up a lot of toilets, let me tell you.
I bet you have.
This thing carries 3,000 pounds of pressure on a 3/4 inch hose. Well, today I probably took my, guessing out of the stack, 6th to 7th poop drink of water in my 15-year career.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it is. You know, but I'm still here. You know, I didn't realize what I had done. I think I might have got a piece of corn, but I'm not sure. But, you know, it was one of those things. It was just right out of the manhole into my mouth when I was looking in there when I shouldn't have been. And I took a little drink and got my cup of water and rinsed out and kept on working. But no, what's your favorite part, National Lampoons there, Casey, before we get off? We're going to go 10 more minutes.
10 more minutes.
And we're going to cut her short.
What's the best part you like out of National Lampoon's Christmas? Well, name the best part.
Anybody, just don't have to be Casey.
Yeah, anybody. Just what is I mean, for our age group, that's probably one of the most common Christmas movies.
I can remember going to the movie theater and watching that movie.
Really?
And be like, man, that's funny. And the older I get, the funnier it is.
Yep. Because you see the similarities
In my life.
in your life or
Yes.
whatever. Yeah. We all have that cousin Eddie. I don't think we're all that big of a moron though, like Chevy Chase though. Anybody have anything? I know we're down to 3 people. At least that's what it says here. So.
Anybody come back with anything good about Christmas vacation?
I might come back to that.
But another good thing about the Christmas vacation that I like to show my kids, because we watch it every year when we put the Christmas tree up. We watch it when we take the Christmas tree down, and we'll probably watch it 10 more times
okay.
in between.
All right. So do you put the Christmas tree up with your kids?
Yeah.
Man, I'm a horrible father.
Oh, I love the part where, where's my Tylenol? You know,
Yeah.
Casey, in that scene, I watched a lot of things about it. In that scene, if you look close enough in that scene, you can still see the cameraman behind him in the left, well, depending on what way you're looking, the left corner. You can see the microphone sticking out, and you can kind of see the wires on the floor because they didn't cover them up that well. And another part in that movie is when he goes for the sled ride down the hill, when he puts the stuff on the bottom of it. When he's going down that hill, you can actually see the cables running through the snow because they never covered them up because they didn't think they're going to have to worry about it. Yes, there's an outtakes on this movie of all the hidden stuff that you could see, of bloopers of like people still in the scene where they thought they were hidden enough and they weren't, and they didn't realize it until they casted it. And another great thing about the movie is when that happened, when we watched it, Ames and what was the other store? It was Ames and something else was the popular in Defiance. Hills, I think Hills, Ames, and J.C. Penney's.
I don't think Hills. I don't know. You're talking about the mall, right?
Yeah, in Defiance. But we never heard of Walmart when we seen him land in the Christmas thing and the gather whatever for the clothing thing, Goodwill thing.
Yeah.
Walmart, what's Walmart? Everybody's like Walmart. You can hear everybody in in the movie theater. What's Walmart?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's the same thing as there, Leanne, screwing him over on a bonus. Another good part is when the squirrel's loose.
Yeah.
Don't move, mother. Oh, one thing that I was saying about when I watch it with my kids is we pause it a lot of times and we get chuckles. I mean, this is every year we do it. We pause it when the dog gets into the trash in the kitchen and we look at the old Pepsi cans, the old Diet Pepsi cans, the old Lay's containers, the old Folgers house, and the stuff that we grew up with, seeing what the wrappings were,
Yeah.
compared to what kids look at Mountain Dew cans and Pepsi cans now.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
Lives changed, dude.
I gotta go. I got a bunch of homework to do. I gotta feed the hog. I gotta go do my chores. You checked every bulb, right, Rusty?
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many moments in that movie that's just great. I mean, maybe it's just my era. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
National Lampoon's is right up there. Pretty much. I really don't have a favorite Christmas movie. I really don't.
No, I freaking got into a couple other ones here recently. I think it's called Deck the Halls
Yeah.
with Danny DeVito. Is that his name? The guy that played Penguin
Probably.
in
Yeah.
Batman,
Yeah.
where he's trying to see his house from outer space.
Yeah.
And God, Christmas Chronicles. It's a Netflix special.
Really?
Yeah.
Never watched it.
It's it's one of those touch at home because somebody loses somebody type thing, and it's a
See,
wife and kids.
When it comes to the Christmas movies, I like Charlie Brown. I've always liked Charlie Brown. I've always liked Frosty. Not a very big fan of Rudolph.
Play ball, Casey.
Pledge of Elegance for the dinner.
Pledge of Allegiance for the
Yes.
dinner, and she says, "Play ball."
Yeah, I do remember that one. That was pretty good. Allegiance, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, that was a pretty good one. I have to say that probably National Lampoon's Christmas is probably one of my top Christmas movies. I do. And the funniest part is when he's on the sled.
Yeah.
I love the
Ooh.
sled part, yeah. I just absolutely love the sled.
I like the part, and he's like,
Hey Clark, if you ain't got nothing constructive to do, go in the living room and get me a stogie.
Yeah, I do like that one. One of the bigger parts was when he's like sitting there. Okay, so
"Fix the nopal."
the Christmas lights. When he finally gets to Christmas lights, and he's all pissed off because he can't get everything going.
Kicks
and
the
he's sitting
Santa
there,
Claus.
sitting there. I can see every red-blooded male that works on something that hard and that diligent literally loses his shit like that. I could.
And
And then all of a sudden it's like, and then the whole freaking power plant and all that stuff. That was yeah.
You couldn't hear a dump truck driving through a nitroglycerin plant.
Yeah.
oh man, I could sit here and listen to all this. Little sappy.
Yep. Yep.
Oh man, it's just so great. So many things in that movie.
Yep. Pretty
My
good.
kids always dread watching it, but once we start watching it,
They sit down and they watch
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
what happened to the floor, Margot? I don't know, Todd. You need to march your ass over there and tell him what you're gonna do.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to be all for tonight. We appreciate it.
Oh, signing off. This is my last one.
No, it's not.
Yep.
No.
Retirement has come. It's official. My wife took a new position at work, and she has to work 2 to 11 on Thursday nights. So it's going to be you and Dan.
Whatever.
Yep.
She don't have to do that every week.
There's only one Thursday night a month that she will be off. And if you're lucky, she'll let me come back for that one night for my guest appearance. And you got the show, my man.
We might have to change the day.
No,
Yeah.
no, no. This is my retirement. It's been fun. It's been real, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed my comical little things.
It's always nice having you here, Bob. It really is.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
It is. So, anyways, guys, we'll talk to you a little bit later. You guys be safe out on the road. Make sure you like, comment, smack the little ding ding, I guess you would say, or the bell. And
It's not a ding ding.
it's not a ding ding.
It's hit the like, smash the bell, and subscribe.
Do I
And
need to
get
your
us
vo-
out there and tell people about us.
Yeah.
That I'm not going to be here no more.
No, you'll be here.
You'll
be
get more
here.
people, man. I'm telling
You'll
you.
be here. So,
Remember, hit the like, smash the bell, subscribe.
Bad Santa is actually a pretty good one. Bad Santa's a good one too.
I don't think so.
You have to.
Okay, so where do you draw the line on a Christmas movie? Is Lethal Weapon a Christmas movie?
No.
Why not?
I guess that's my personal preference.
Okay, what about Die Hard? Is it a Christmas movie?
It happened on Christmas, but I don't
Lethal
think-
Weapon happened at Christmas because remember they're chasing him in the
Yeah.
opening scene in the Christmas tree thing,
Yeah.
and at the end Danny Glover's freaking decorating his Christmas tree. So is it a Christmas movie?
I don't consider that.
Then how's Die Hard a Christmas movie? Just because it's happening during a Christmas party?
I don't consider Die Hard a Christmas.
You just said you did.
No, I don't consider Die Hard a Christmas movie. I like watching Die Hard though.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Motherfucker. All right, guys, you have a good one. We'll talk to you later. Okay. Be safe out there.